And Jeremy, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of weather talk on our new streaming platform that you can kind of guide us into what we can expect tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what? 2 more hours of Joe Snedeker. There's going to be a whole load of shenanigans that happen during that show.
I don't even want to think about it.
Well, our viewers are going to have to tune in to see it. Otherwise, they're going to miss out. I'll be watching on streaming. Are you guys going to be watching? It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a completely different show than what you see in the morning. More news, more weather, but different in a way. You'll have to tune in tomorrow between 7 and 9 to find out more. But happy Father's Day to all of you dads out there. Happy Father's Day to my dad. Happy Father's Day to Jack's dad. I hope you enjoyed your day. Most of it remained dry, but we did see a few sprinkles here and there. And in the southern tier, we did pick up appreciable rainfall, more than 2/10 of an inch for Allentown and Hazleton, same for Mount Pocono. Here in Scranton, we picked up a little bit more than 1/10 of an inch, but a large part of the day remained dry. This did make it, unfortunately, though, 14 weekends in a row with some measurable rainfall one of the 2 weekend days. And that's because if you go back to March 8th and 9th, the one that I'm referencing to, that one we had measurable snowfall on it. So what are you going to do? We've had moisture pretty much every weekend this whole year. I think next weekend we might be able to squeak out 2 dry days. Here's our current satellite and radar picture. We just got a few sprinkles over Carbon and Monroe counties near Jim Thorpe, Lehighton, and Broadheadsville. That's going to be the end of the drizzles. Tomorrow, a mostly dry day, maybe just a spot drizzle. I'd call it a 10% chance. I think it's going to be a dry day. But we have this low pressure system in place. This stationary front has been responsible for bringing us rainfall for the past several days in a row. It's called the stationary front, living up to its name because it doesn't move too much and it keeps a lot of unsettled weather in the same general area. So we're going to see more rainfall again later on in the week, but the stationary front will remain in place. This low that's starting to develop, you can see it fading on to the screen because it's just starting to take shape. And that cold front will run into the stationary front and kind of fuse together and bring us another renewed risk for rain showers and storms on your Wednesday night and Thursday night. And the Thursday night ones could be severe. Here's your Williamsport look. Overcast, unfortunately. Same for what we see in Pottsville. Could be some dense fog too tonight. We have very low winds, and that's helping to develop and foster the development of fog with low winds and higher humidity. There it is, 86%. You get fog spontaneously at the surface, so it might end up happening in parts of the Poconos and Pottsville. So tomorrow morning, just give yourself some extra time in case you're headed somewhere, work or probably not school because most of the folks are out of school at this point. The kids are out of school. But nonetheless, if you're headed anywhere tomorrow morning, just intend on some delays as a result of the fog. 62 is the current temperature. This was one of the coolest Father's Day we've ever had on record. I mean, the coldest one we've had since 2016, at least. Temperatures only topping out in the 60s. Didn't even get to 70 in Williamsport. 58 was the high for Mount Pocono. And temperatures are generally in the upper 50s, low 60s, and they'll remain there through the overnight tonight. It's not going to change much. We're going to continue the same pattern with temperatures about average overnight. We're about the same as we were last night, just a few degrees cooler there in Frackville. Headed through the overnight tonight, temperatures bottoming out in the upper 50s. And tomorrow will be warmer than we were today, upper 60s, low 70s. I think we could get to 72 or 73 here in our backyard. But after this cool weekend, we got this warming trend on tap. We're going to be in the 70s for the next 2 days, then the 80s for Wednesday and Thursday. And the rain chances stick with us, especially for Wednesday and Thursday. And the humidity pops up too, makes us feel more like 90, 95 degrees. But for the next 24 hours, we're going to remain mostly dry. There's your picture through Monday. Just a few spots of green, maybe a drizzle or two, mostly cloudy, mostly dry. Tuesday, more substantial rainfall. These will not be storms, though. We'll see some showers, maybe a downpour or two. But then on Wednesday, we have a renewed chance for rainfall. Tuesday's rainfall anywhere in the ballpark of a ½ inch to an inch. And that low pressure system that we're dealing with right now moves on off the coast. Here comes the next one. It fuses together. Warm front brings us warmer air and more humid air too, and renews our risk for storms. There's the severe risk for Thursday. Right now, Storm Prediction Center outlining that day as a possible problem, so we might have to issue a weather impact alert the closer we get to it and the more substantial our forecast becomes. There's your 7-day forecast. Temperatures very hot by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday. First day of summer, Jack, is Friday, and that I think will be a great day once those showers and storms roll on out Thursday night.
Jeremy, again, fingers crossed for sunny days.
We should do it at the end of every forecast.
Every forecast. Here you go. I'm crossing my legs underneath the news desk
Okay,
here.
I know you are.
Jeremy, thank you.
Yep.